Good morning, everybody. We're going 5 minutes early, but who cares? Hope you're all good. I've missed you guys. It's been crazy. I'm in my lounge. I'm not in my studio. Just this is where I've set up today because I've got work to do. So anyway, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Kath. Good morning, Lee. Thanks for the snacks and the cleanup. You rock, dude. Teething sucks, Kath. I know it's never pleasant when babies are teething. Cassandra, hey, lovely. Good to see you. Good morning, Mel. It is not that cold here, but I feel cold, if that makes sense. I'm trying. All my settings have been changed on my computer lately, and I don't know. It's had an update and it's done wonky things. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hi, Rose. Hi, Lisa. So I've got some stuff to catch you guys up on, and we're going to have a chit chat about what we've all been doing, what the last 3 or 4 weeks have been entailed. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind for me. So yeah, it must be about the same here, Kath. My widget's gone, so I'm going to have to fix that up at some stage. Oh. Gracie, hello, my Ebony. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, lovely. Hi, Jenny, because I know she's probably with you. It has been a whirlwind here. I can tell you, since end of June till now, like it's just been a crazy in my personal life, just busy, hectic. Visitors, illness, just the works has all been just compounded everything. So, but we'll fill you guys in on that all soon. We're not having Stacey. I've banned her for the day. She's just literally arrived back in California, early hours my time this morning. So she's bunkering down, I'm assuming for the hurricane. I don't know how that's going to affect her. Anyone who is affected by the hurricane, please stay safe. Please make sure you have supplies. And it's probably too late because it's already hitting. But I just hope that you guys all stay safe. And I hear it's a pretty big, scary one. So if you hear strange noises in the background, it's either my rubbish truck or my husband coming home from work early. So let's kick this off. Okay, so let me start off and we'll get this out of the way and we'll catch up. Jenny crashed out for a nana nap. I'm battling a snot-filled nose out here on the porch. Green or yellow? It's a mum thing. We just look at the colour of snot, okay? I hope you feel better soon, Gracie love. Nothing worse than a... Cheryl, hey, lovely. Nothing worse than feeling... Ugh. So... Let me start. So I have made an executive decision that affects you guys in sort of, but only in a little bit. Hey, Jay. How are you, my little thirst trap? Just flew back from Las Vegas. Crazy storm there. Oh, I can imagine. It sounds like it's like all over the place over there. It sounds like it's a big one. So, yeah. So I've made a big decision that I'm actually going to stop doing 3 lives a week. And before you guys all freak out, let me explain what's happening. Things are picking up. I've got license art to do. I've got art to go up. I've got things to process, emails to respond to, and it's all taking up time. But in the lives, if I do 3 a week, is 9 hours of my time that I could be putting into making sure things get processed quicker, that those other companies that are relying on licensed art have new art all the time, and it gets quite busy. So I've decided to take it down to 1 day a week and just be like every other creator out there. So this is the last Monday one. So the next live will be on Wednesday, and then from then we will continue every Wednesday. We will have our live. So we'll go down to just a Wednesday. There'll be no Monday live, no Friday live, just the Wednesday, because it's just a lot of time that I could be productively doing pattern making for you guys, or making new art, getting new art up from other artists. We've got a couple of new artists coming on board very, very soon. Oh, bless your bum, Cheryl. Hi, Deborah. It's just, I need more time to be able to focus on the business. And as much as I love you guys all very, very much, and I love hanging out with you, I want to just have that time to do that stuff without the pressure. And the extra 6 hours that I'm taking back is going to be a huge, huge lifesaver. Me have a life. I don't have a life. Oh, I think it's good. Hi, Twinny. Squishy. Hello, my lovely. So yeah, so I'm just having the 2 weeks off while Stacey was here, made me realize how burnt out I was getting. And so I need to focus on that and just be able to pace myself a little bit easier, and having that extra 6 hours means I get more done and frees me up to have time with my family as well. So that's the big announcement, that as of next week, there'll only be Wednesday lives. We're going down to one a week. I've done over nearly 2 years of up to 3 lives a week. And it's time for me to go, yeah, nah, I'm done. Once a week. Boom, we're good. Hey, Amber Love. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. What else is there? There's a lot of emails I haven't responded to yet. Trust me, I will be getting through to them by the end of this week. I'm starting today, and I'll do a big catch up on any emails and any customs, and checking on drill replacements, canvases, and stuff like that. That's all happening over the next few days. I do have doctor's appointments, so they'll work all that around there. So let me tell you. As you know, Stacey's been here for 2 weeks. She went home at 3 o'clock yesterday morning. Oh, thank you, Kaz. That means a lot. My house is very quiet. So we had lots of fun. We had lots of adventures, and we went. It was just a crazy 2 weeks, very whirlwind. In the whole 2 weeks, I had started a new medication, and so I've been feeling nauseous and stuff. So that's been a juggling act as well. I think last live we did 2 weeks ago, I said I was on Ozempic, and I'm still on Ozempic. I've lost 4 kilos. I've kind of been stagnant this week. I think that's for the last few days. I think that's more that we were out so often earlier in the week, out doing stuff, and I didn't eat the right foods, and I think that's kind of what's the thing. So let's look at it. I had Libby and Jordan. I had Libby for a week, Jordan for 2.5. Then we had like a couple of weeks break, and then we had Stacey and Miss Jackie. So it's been a whirlwind of people in my house, and I love everybody. Please do not get me wrong, but I'm looking forward to the break before Christmas when the kids all come back. So, oh, thank you, Grace. Look, honestly, it's the side effects of Ozempic are a little bit rough. But for me now, they're only lasting like the first couple of days, and then it subsides as long as I don't overeat, as long as I don't eat fatty food, as long as I don't, anything deep fried, and I'm wanting to. But I'm doing high protein, low carb, and small amounts. Hey, Shirley. Yeah. So, so with lots happened on that score. In the whole mix of Stacey arriving, my car went into the mechanic, and this breaks me a little bit because I didn't love the car because it was a Holden, and I'm not a Holden fan, but it had been overheated quite a few times. That it yes, Cheryl, we do need to catch up, love. so it's just kept overheating and it was getting worse. So I sent it in to the mechanic to get a check over. And we discovered that the first time it overheated back in April, it actually seized 2 cylinders. So it had seized the 3rd and 4th cylinder in the motor, and it was running on 2 cylinders in the whole car. And that's why it was overheating. It had cracked the head and stuff, and coolant had leaked in. And so that has sadly gone to the wreckers. I'm very blessed that one of my dearest best friends, dad, had recently in the last few months got to a point where he can't drive anymore. So I managed to pick up his old car. It's not flash, but it does the job, which is what I need it to do. So I have a Ford Mondeo, and it's just a cheap little run around to get Kenzie to and from school until I can work out how we're going to get into getting another new car. So Roy's still got in his new car. He's fine. It's just my car we have to be a 2-car family. So that caused a lot of stress. And we managed to hire one. And so we hired a car for the whole time Stacey was here. And I fell in love with the Kias. Like, this car had all the bells and whistles. I put my phone connected to it. I got to listen to my Spotify. I had Google Maps up. It was great. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And ran like a dream. Never skipped a beat. Just fell in love with the Kia. One of the most comfortable cars I've driven in a long time. So I've looked at the prices of them and gone, and just not in a financial position at this point in time to get one, but we are looking into options. And I'm looking at a smaller Kia rather than the bigger Kia. So we'll see what happens. It'll take a few months to kind of, maybe we'll see. We're not sure what's happening yet. So we're still talking about the options that we've got for that. Yeah, I'm looking at the same one you've got, Kath, just the newer model. So I'm sick and tired of cars breaking down on me. This is the second car that's broken down on me since I've been here. Not my fault, guys. Okay, just saying. I know how to maintain a car. I grew up around stock cars. I know how to drive a car. I look after my cars. This just happened to be one of those things. Thanks, Kath. So Stacey goes to Oz and your car carks that I'm here in the States and Jenny's car carked it. Make it. Whoa, Grace. That's like a balancing of karma right there. Yeah. So it's my pretty blue car's gone to the wreckers because it's known for problems that it's had, and we didn't want it to be anyone else's problem. So, and while it was just drivable, it wasn't reliable. So we've ditched it. It's a Melbourne thing. I don't think so. But yeah, it's just one of those things that's happened, and it's inconvenient. And so sadly on Stacey's last day here, we were running around trying to organize a car for me to have because the rental went back on Saturday, and then we went and picked up this other one, and then the battery hadn't been started for a few months, and so we had to go buy a new battery. Once we got the battery in, boom, it was great. And Michelle and I went, it's a manual, so it's stick, guys. Like, I haven't driven a stick in like 5 years, I think was the last time I had a stick car. And so it's been quite a learning experience coming from almost over your way, Gracie, all the way back to my place in a stick that I'd never driven before. So that was fun. Yeah. Oh, that's my version of Scarlet in the background. You guys can hear. Mine's not as friendly as Scarlet. Mine are wild, but they do like the cat, and they like to torment the cat. Yeah, cucks is a good word. I wish, Grace. I wish. So, the nausea has rocked me so much. Yeah, Yeah, I like driving sick too, but yeah, it's beside the point. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience. I haven't stalled it, which was kind of a good thing. But it never skipped a beat all the way back, and all I needed to do is run Kenzie to and from school. So that's to the school bus. So that's kind of where I needed it. And it's only going to hopefully be for a month, maybe 2, but we'll see. So that's like all of that. And on top of that, of course, like I said, I've been dealing with side effects of Ozempic. Yeah, that has been a bit rocky. It's been the lightheadedness and as my body adjusts. All my tests came back clear except for my blood pressure, which is no surprising that that's been up with everything that's been going on. So yeah. Fem, I can't even comprehend stalling a auto like. Oh, we had fun because like we literally on Saturday we ran the car down the hill, tried to jump start it, like roll start it. I don't know if you guys remember how to roll start. You've got to give it a good push. We pushed it down the hill, tried to roll start it. That didn't work. Ended up down on the side of the road. A friend of the family's came over and we tried to jump start it. It was at that point that I was starting to suspect the battery had gone, and we ended up just going to get a new battery. And as soon as we put that new battery in, boom, she fired up. So we took her up and we put air in the tires because they were at 17 psi and 19 psi. So yeah, they kind of needed a bit of thing. And then when I got it back here, of course, went through the car wash, gave it a bit of a wash, good vacuum out, put my smellies in, and away we went. Hi, Helen. Yeah. I'm going back to the doctor's this week, Cheryl, and she's going to check it again. If it's still up, then we're going to start talking about medication to bring it down. I think it is the blood pressure that's causing the lightheadedness because I had it before the Ozempic. I think it's just been up quite a lot, and because it's to be expected. I have a special needs child who's had so many changes in the last few months, backwards and forwards and stuff. So that's not been good. But she was great with Stacey and them though. Oh, thanks, Fem. So yeah. What else is there? Okay, so have you guys been enjoying the vote on the group? Tell me, I want feedback. I want to know if you guys are enjoying voting for each image. I love seeing what you guys choose. It's quite interesting. So yeah. What do you guys think? I know quite a few of you in here have been voting, so you love the vote. That's good, says Fem. So how it's going to work is whatever on the last day of this month will be the last vote. Kath, you've been voting wrong according to Sarah. So the last day of the month will be the last vote for this month, and whatever comes as the winner, which I'll announce the next day, that winner is going to go up that day, available as a diamond painting. So waiting for something. I have something purple coming, Lisa. Trust me. I'm enjoying voting, but sometimes it's hard to choose one image. I know. I did say to you guys it was going to get harder. Hey, Pammy. Oh, you haven't missed it, Cheryl. We're still going, honey. You just got to pop into the group and go and vote. Hey, Pixie. I'm thinking about carrying it on. If you guys are enjoying it and you like it, I might carry it on.
I didn't understand that.
Apparently Bixby wants to say hello. But okay, so if I do it next month, here's what I'm thinking of doing is what we're going to do is we're going to keep it all unsigned, and we'll blend Libby's art, my art, and hopefully Hannah's art up if she's up to doing something, and we will You won't know who, well, you guys will know mine because I have a very distinctive style now, but we'll just go with it and we'll see who comes out as the first one to be up for the next month. Loving it. I love my firefly tray. Me too. How do I get into the room? Okay, so Rose, at the top when you go into the group, there's a whole lot of links across the top. Not the featured, it normally sits above. There should be one that says rooms. If not, remind me after the live. I'll send you the link. Cheryl, thank you. So August is a really rough month. Oh, happy birthday to Mr. Pixie. Wow, I could have sworn like it was only a few months ago. I wished him happy birthday. It's been a year already. Yeah, so next month we might look at mixing in some of the other artists as well. We do have 2 artists coming on board. And I'm just waiting for the signed contract for one. And the other one, I've got to send her the contract. So that's going to be all set up by the end of this month. Hey, V, how are you, hun? My birthday is in 15 days, says Kath. Oh. So yeah, so I really want to tell you who's coming on board, but until I've got that signed contract, it's all been approved, like we've both agreed, and it's all happening, and it's a big name, and I'm very excited, and yeah, so yeah. So the other thing I want to address is there was a rumor going around that we had closed. Obviously, as you can see, no, we haven't. Things have been a bit quiet because in June I was really sick. And then July, obviously, right up till now, it's been a string of visitors. We've been a little bit quiet. So things are changing. We will be picking back up again, and things will be going boom, boom, boom. I will be chasing up orders this week, definitely. We are changing the processing of the orders to speed things up. So I'm going to be doing orders a little bit more regularly and try and get them all out and up to date as well, and keep them going every week. So we've got orders ticking through all the time. The way that we've been working hasn't worked out. So we're just changing it around to try and make sure that you guys get your canvases quicker. And hence one of the reasons why I'm cancelling the lives, because I need more time to get those patterns up and done and out. But yeah. So the Doctor Who stuff for the Doctor Who event will be going up at the end hopefully by the end of this week, as well as, and then I'll be looking at, there is some stuff coming out for other events that are coming out very, very soon. And that, because I've been sick and everything, it hasn't been able to get them up, but we are working on them. Can't wait to get your canvas. I saw your order come in, Rose. Hey, Michelle, it's my nemesis. No, she's not my nemesis. She's my partner in crime. That's what she is. So yeah, so it's been, yeah. So it's pretty much all my news. So what's been going on with you guys? Because I mean, I've been gallivanting all around Melbourne. I did. Now, anyone who knows me personally knows I have anxiety when I drive too far. And so I've been driving around all Melbourne, and within Melbourne, it was okay. It was kind of in that safety, kind of just pushing it. And so on, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. I drove 10 hours. Shit, you not. So we drove. We drove all the way down via the coast of Australia, down to the 12 Apostles, and we took Kenzie with us. Oh, Jay, yay, yes. Can someone get that link for Jay, please? So yeah, I'll catch up with comments in a minute, everyone. So we drove all the way down to the 12 Apostles, had Kenzie in the back. First time she's ever done a trip of that length in a car. She did really well. We drove around, took us 5.5 hours to get down there. So it was about a 8-hour drive all in total, not 10. But we stopped along the way, did sightseeing, stopped for lunch, things like that. drove up some back roads and that drove into paddocks. That's a different. Don't always trust Google Maps, guys. That's all I'm saying. And then we drove back. So coming back was a straight back trip, but we took your advice, Gracie. We drove straight back. But it's the first time in probably about 4 years that I have actually driven any long distance in any way, shape, or form. So thanks, Kath. I was very proud of myself for overcoming my anxiety with that. A lot of the anxiety came down to an unreliable car. I think that's caused me a lot of anxiety with leaving the house and stuff and never knowing when I'm going to break down and whether I'm going to Kenzie on the side of the road. And thanks, Squish. So, yeah. Right, let me catch up on some of these. Cheryl, I have opened the big diamond painting drill along group and haven't been there much. Start September for all large DPs, ongoing, no rush to finish, fun, supportive. Well, I've got lots of large DPs going, Cheryl, so we're good. I can do that event. Yay. We've got our logo organized. Yes, we'll get onto that fem. Can someone send me a link? Done. Helen says, I finished my 14 diamond painting deck. Blue Winter Wolf. I started that diamond painting on the 6th of 23. Wow. Well done, Helen. That's quicker than I've been able to diamond paint. My record on one day is driving from 1.5 hours. Yeah, I've been a bit buggered since Thursday, but I'm bouncing back. And Chris sent it by message. Don't forget to exterminate the like button. Yes, please exterminate. Well, I learned to drive in a stock car. So I learned very quickly. And I've got to tell you, so we went to get the battery for the car. Michelle will tell you, it was so freaking funny. And I had researched. I knew what battery I needed. I knew what battery was going to fit the car. And I knew how much it was going to be. And the guys, we walk into Super Cheap Autos. I'm going to call them out. And I said to the guy, this is the battery I want. And Michelle was with me. And they turned around and tried to say, oh, no, this is the recommended one. No, this is the one I want because I know that's going to do what I need it to do for the time I need it to do it. So this guy got schooled and, it didn't skip a beat, Michelle, not a problem. I've been playing Party. It's all Mrs. Coffee's fault. Yes, I've heard you and Jeremy and Mrs. Coffee going on. I haven't played it yet. I just don't have time. I don't have time to game at the moment. I should finish my job custom today as well. Just waiting for the rhythm to kick in properly. Only 2 more squares. Go nice. Come on in. Not really an event, just a fun way to work on the big ones while doing your events. It's a good idea. Congratulations, Fem. Autism doesn't mean you're stupid, sweetheart. Actually, 99.9% of the time means the opposite. But yeah. So it's just been a crazy, crazy couple of months. But we are back, and today I'm organizing everything and getting my work plan sorted for the week. Most of you have probably seen it, but I'm going to show you again because you know what? I can, and I'm proud of it. And so I had an idea. Oh, excuse me. Hang on a minute. No, I think we're good. No, we're not. Hang on. I'll be back. I'm going to get drunk. Oh. That's the cup. You need it. Tickle in my throat. All right, I think that's under control. Whew. Getting up that fast did not help my lightheadedness. Right, okay, got that up. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Okay, hi, Sandy. I'm sorry, love. Sending you big, big hugs. Oh, Cheryl, give me 5 seconds and I will change that for you, and you can do that yourself. Hang on a minute. Can I do it from here? No, it's going to here. Hang on a second. Oh, so I'm just going to mute that tab. Just need to do this. Right, where is she? There she is. Oh, there we go. Sorted. Where were we? I was going to show you guys something. So you guys have seen, you probably have seen the updates. Some of you would have at least seen them at once, but she is finished. So Cubism is a style of art that was around, let me just, so Cubism, it was a new approach to reality art and representing reality back in 1907 and 1908. And you'd know artists, you'd know Pablo Picasso, who was very much a Cubism artist. And so I really wanted to kind of bring it back to modern day a little bit. There's not many people who do Cubism art. But I wanted to still have my style and still have my, you know, what makes my art, like the eyes and the faces and the portraits and stuff. And so I had really a lot of fun doing this piece. Yeah, she just absolutely so much fun painting it. And Stacey got to see it from start to finish. And I literally painted this on my phone because we're out and about so much, and I could just stop and paint it on my phone when I needed to. Camp vacation. Hang on a minute. Oops. I must just, okay. All right. I've got to, I'll get onto that in a minute. Yeah. So she will be available at some stage for diamond painting. But yeah, so I have, I plan to do a few more, but I have promised a few more stained glass art pieces for people. Yeah, it's kind of a really good blend, Sandy. Like I had so much fun with it and just playing with it and just mixing the colors around. And I literally painted it section by section because I really enjoyed just having it there. And yeah, so there's lots of shading and stuff in there and as well. But Stacey got to see me doing it, and like she saw me because like literally when I'm doing the faces, I slap all the colors on and then I blend them all, and then I do all the blending and stuff. And so it's quite interesting for her to see how I worked in that. Yeah. So so she's just lots of fun to do. I have some fairy tale princesses lined up to do. Here we go, guys. There is Cheryl's big diamond painting drill along. So if you're doing a big diamond painting next month, go join in and go and have some fun. I will be having Elder's Secret back on my table next month and then I'll spend oh, and my water bottle's empty. So yeah, so that's that. So that was I've had fun doing it anyway. So my next one I'm painting. Do you ever see Jeremy? Mary Lou, occasionally he pops in here, but I haven't seen him. I haven't been online for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Okay, so I did do the evil dark side of the fairy tales. And they're actually licensed to Pam Diamonds. Yes, I can, but you need to send it to my email. Do not send it to me on Facebook because I will not size it from Facebook. Yes, Kath, I do plan to do them at some stage. Come in anytime with big. So I'm doing Outer Secret next month. I'm still working on the butterfly one, but that's a hard one for me to work on. Bye, Helen. Take care, love. Yeah, so because the other thing I've been doing, which if you're in the group or follow me on the Instagram stuff, is you would have seen the Sound of Silence lyrics coming through on art pieces. And they are mental health pieces. I'm using the song to bring awareness to mental health. There's a reason. It's a song that has always touched my heart, and as someone who suffers from PTSD and other mental health stuff, it really does resonate with me, the whole song. So I have been doing the art. I've done them all, and I'm just putting them out once or twice a day. So if you haven't seen them, go and check them out. Yes, they will eventually become diamond paintings. Where they're going to become diamond paintings, whether with me or somewhere else, I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but they will be available. They might get split over a couple of companies. It just depends. But they all will eventually be available. So all the ones that have been up for vote to will eventually become available as diamond paintings. Just don't know where, don't know when. I hadn't thought that far. Well, I was planning on having them all painted, but I find digitally I can do them quicker. So, yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the news. So, yeah, like I said, as of Wednesday, we'll only be doing Wednesday lives. And then the rest of it is just so I can get the work done and keep up to date with everything. Yeah, Kath. Actually, there have been studies done where parents of special needs children, we suffer it. I have had a traumatic childhood, and that does affect my train of thought. My life has not always been rosy and happy and smiley and stuff. I have insecurities just like the next person, and I have, I get hurt by people, and I've had some very bad triggers lately, and yeah, I've lost some people who I thought were my friends. Turned out they weren't. It all triggers you, and it's all part of that, and all affects your mental health, whether it's PTSD or not. It affects your anxiety, it affects your self-esteem. And these people were people I trusted, and it turned out I shouldn't have. So, it does affect it. So I heal with art. Yeah, Cheryl, I do pace myself, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going back to one live a week. So I'm wanting people to understand that, mental health is real, and if the lyrics of a song can help, this is a good thing. Yes, they're dark art pieces, but they're meant to be. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same, Kath. There's Bridie, the death of Bridie. This month sucks for me. Like, seriously, it really does. I've had, I don't like August at all. It starts with Bridie, and then it starts with my Josh, and then it goes to my dad, and then there's my mother-in-law, and there's a few other people that are in the between that as well. And it's just, I call it my mourning month, because that's pretty much what the whole of August is always about. So yeah, and So art for me is my healer, and this is my healing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of October either, Kath. I've got one in October, which is bad enough. But we need to be a little bit more realistic and be a little bit more accepting of people and their flaws, for starters. None of us are perfect, and a lot of us have a story to tell. And just because we don't make things public doesn't mean things aren't going on. It does affect all of us. We feel like we had poor judgment. It actually wasn't the trusting one. It was those who betrayed the exactly, Cheryl. Yeah, exactly. And not every drama gets aired out on Facebook or TikTok or YouTube. And you guys know me, when shit goes down, I pull away. That's what I do. I take some time out and I deal with it in my own head, and I don't put it all over social media because it's nobody else's business. I'm not out to trash anyone. I'm not out to be better than anyone. I'm just out there to be me. And if people don't like it, there's the door. And you know what? It can hit you on the way out. Don't care. At that point in my life, I am 50 years of age. I'm not going to play high school dramatic bullshit, especially in this community that should know better of grown women. And men. So, yeah. So if you guys hear, unless you hear something out of my mouth, please do not believe the rumors that are going around. There are so many. I've heard back so many over the last couple of weeks. And I've had people come to me and say, "Oh, you're closing down." And I'm like, "No, I'm not closing down." Like, I took a couple of weeks off to hang out with Stacey. Work was still going to be there in 2 weeks. Stacey wasn't. Same with Jordan. Yeah, I'm not interested in the drama. I'm not interested in the bullshit. I'm not interested in the he said, she said dramas. Keep me out of it, guys. This is me officially saying, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what they're doing. You guys know. If you know, you know. I don't want to hear what they're doing. I don't want to hear what they're saying about me, because at the end of the day, I don't need to know. Do me a favor. Stop bringing it to my doorstep, because I don't need it. I don't care. I closed those doors for a reason. I'm only open about my loss of my baby because I think it will be more openly discussed. Other stuff doesn't need to be talked about. Exactly, Kath. Yeah. I'll talk about things when I'm ready and to who I'm ready. And it doesn't need to be aired across public media. That's how I look at it. It's like just no. I'm just not interested in playing the bullshit high school games. Like I said, just done. So please don't come to me. Don't tell me. Don't want to know. Don't care. But no, we are not closing down. I am still doing art. I'm still doing Diamond Painting Company, and I'm just licensing out to other companies as well. So yeah. Hi, Cindy. Nice to see you. You know what? I'm just sharing the love. Just sharing the love. That's, I love my art and I'm sharing it with the world. And however I can share that is how I share it, whether it be with other companies, whether it be with my own, whether it be splashing it all over billboards if I want to paint it on underwear, I'm going to paint it on underwear. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Cheryl. Exactly. So yeah. There's a saying, what is it? Something about minding my own business, but it is, I can't remember. It's there and there, but I can't get them connecting. Something about it's not mine to, yeah. What someone else thinks about me isn't my business. I don't care. I really don't care anymore. Exactly, Cheryl. So that's, there are going to be months when we don't release anything. Underwear, says Chris. You want Phoenix underwear or frog underwear, Chris? RuPaul quote, unless you pay my bills, pay them, no mine. See, I have the 3 Fs. Unless you're feeding me, financing me, you don't get to have a say in what I do with my life. Cheryl, Pam and I love working with Pam. Pam is it's proof that 2 small companies can work alongside each other without any rivalry or bitterness or bullshit. Like we just work well together. It's lovely. You want frogs on underwear? I can do boxes. I'm pretty sure one of my suppliers does boxes. I heard a saying once that goes like this: what someone thinks or says about me is none of my, that's it, Sandy, that's it. That's what I was thinking. It's none of my business. That's it exactly. I don't need to know. I don't care. I don't want to hear what nasty things they're saying. I don't need to know. Yeah, it's just, it says more about them than it does about me. So, you know what? Go, just go away. That's my, yeah. Yeah. So Chris wants frog underwear. Exactly. I never once said that I wanted to be in competition with anyone. I've never trashed any company at all, not even the one I was previously connected with, because it's nobody's business what goes on behind closed doors. Opinions are like bum holes. Everyone's got one. Yeah. Well, Cindy, it's a good thing. A lot of people have over the last month. I've had a lot of people coming to me with stuff, and I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I just don't want to know it. Like, it's just he said, she said drama. That I got over that era of my life in high school. Like, it's just, yeah. I will support my friends and I will be there for my friends in a heartbeat. But my friends all know me. So yeah. It's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. I got a kink in my back. But yeah. Life is good other than that. So other than life is good. It's been a few little hiccups along the way, but bump holes, they make you stop and reevaluate things, and they make you stop and look at things from a different angle. And sometimes that's a good thing. Yeah, so have I, Kath. I've pretty much done. I've actually blocked quite a few people in recent months, which has been going for quite some time. So not my monkey, not my circus. Exactly. Well, this was my circus, kind of, because they were dragging my name through the mud, but it wasn't my doing. So, yeah. No, I've actually I've done all my testings, my tests of all other, like I said, other than I got my results back. I think it was last week for my breast cancer check. No signs of breast cancer, so I was really relieved about that. That's a good thing. So I've still got that cup, Cass, my cup that says "Not my monkey, not my circus." You can actually buy it in store. Oh, yeah. So and I must admit, so Gammy, if you're listening in the background, sweetheart, you have a letter coming to you. And I apologize that it is like a year and a half late, but it's coming. It's on its way. And I've been catching up on a whole lot of stuff. So anyone who ordered the lithograms when we had them up, we've taken them down since. Anyone who ordered the lithograms that was in America and that we couldn't get it to you, Stacey's taken them home. She's got them through customs. Fine, not a problem. And she's posting them out from there. So, yeah, they're coming. They're still coming. I still had them all. There's only a couple that didn't get sent out because they had been refunded, and I don't see why they should get a free product. So, please don't forget to hit that like button. We have 27 people watching and only 30. 27. Come on, people. Show me some love. Yeah, it's what I've pulled away from a lot of lives. There's only a couple of lives I actually watch. Obviously, I try to catch Gracie's as often as I can, and that. But I've actually stopped watching a lot of lives just because I'm just not interested in drama. Ever since I went through my stroke and subsequent TIA, I ran away from drama and gossip. I don't need the stress in my life. Amber, I agree, love, and I think it's one of the reasons why my blood pressure's up. So I think I'm having blood pressure problems because I've never had blood pressure issues my whole entire life, not even when I was pregnant. And suddenly I've got this. So, but it's controllable. So we will get it under control, just like I got my high cholesterol under control. I got my pre-diabetic under control. I got everything else under control. Got my cervical cancer under control. We're good. We'll get this under control too. Oh, and my heart issues under control. So, it's good. It's all good. Just got to get that one little thing under control and then I'm perfect. Wow, as perfect as someone can get. So Kenzie and I were sitting there playing with the AI programming yesterday, and she was coming up with all these ideas that I had to do. So do look out for a new kookaburra coming. So I might actually hand paint that one. She's kind of all excited about this kookaburra that we did on the weekend. She loved it. She had a great time just hanging out with mum yesterday and relaxing and stuff. I had very low on us pregnant twins. We went from 90 over 60, 60 over 40, and in 2 months, ambulance said, why aren't you dead? Because you're a mother and you're pregnant, and that is why. Yeah. But my main focus is this year I want to get healthy. I want to spend the next 5 years getting healthy, losing the weight, getting fit again, getting my life back. CSU has robbed me of so much, and I'm claiming it all back. You'll be so under control. You have a look. Rory wishes I had a remote control, Cheryl, because then he could turn me off. He wishes. He so wishes. I'm sure of it. He would like to mute me, I'm sure. Except at night when I'm in art zone. Like, if you've been with me, Michelle and Stacey will know, and Libby will know. If you've been in my house at night and I'm painting, you don't get zip out of me. Like, I'm literally sitting there in the zone and away I go. Like, just, it's like, don't talk to me. Don't. I'm sure it does, Kat. Oh, fair, not good. But yeah, no, when I'm in art mode. So I'm going to be cracking out the tablet because I promised a special painting to my Squish. And so Squish, that's going to get started this week. And then I've got art. So after I've done the one for Squish, I have to kind of break out the stained glass stuff because it gets very, and I've got a lot of it to paint. It just gets very over the top sometimes. All right, Sandy. Then so once I've done his, then I'm going to do the next elemental dragon is coming sometime next month. I'll start him and get him finished. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but yeah, they are coming. It is coming. And then I'll do Lucifer, and then somewhere in there'll be some more cubism stuff because I've been playing with that quite a lot, and I really, really want to get back into it. I went to a doctor for my insurance, wellness, blood work, and left needing a heart monitor and appointment with a heart doctor. I felt fine going in long. Mary Lee, honestly, I have a heart condition, and I've mentioned this before, so it's no secret. And as long as you keep it under control and keep it checked, love, you'll be good. Trust, just have faith, sweetheart. Was away for a week without DP, and I'm non-stop into mine now. I haven't touched mine in over a week, Cheryl. I think I diamond painted twice with Stacey the whole time she was here. So I just, there are times when I am in the mood for diamond painting. There's times when I'm not. Where's somebody's post? I think it might have been Kara's actually. She put a price up, what are you doing? Diamond? Well, I'm not diamond, what do you do when you're not diamond painting? Well, everything I do ends up being diamond painting related. Like I live and breathe and ooze, and I'm sure if you cut my veins, I'll bleed drills. So pretty sure. Like I'm sure when they take my blood, they're kind of like trying to move around to find the vein because all they can feel is the drills, At least it's being monitored, Mary Lou, honey, and we'll be sending out good healing vibes your way, sweet pea. So what's everyone's plans for the week? What are you guys all doing? Took 2 weeks off from diamond painting to get my uni essays out. Now I'm that close. I'll finish this one today and then back into uni work for one. Nice. Well, I don't know. Probably TARDIS blue 850. My favorite color. I'm blue-blooded. No, I'm not. But I'd take blue any day. So we're talking about been window shopping for like the new car and stuff, and I'm at the point where I don't care what color. Like I'm not paying an extra $500 to have a car painted a certain color. It's just not worth it. I don't care what color. I need to speak to you about special painting done for January. You know how to reach me, I'm sure, by now, Michelle. 820. Oh, yes, 820. What's 850? Yeah. I loom knit as well. It's all about creativity. Exactly, Cheryl. Your loom knitting is pretty impressive, young lady. Like, seriously, I've seen what you do. No, I don't want a Hyundai. I'm sorry. I've chosen what I want, and that's what I'm working towards. There's two options, and no to a Hyundai. I'm going with a car that I know that I'm going to like. So it's football season now, so I'm working on a Patrick Mahomes painting. He's with Chiefs. I don't follow football, hun, at all. You paid the $500 and got a red one. Yeah, I know you did. I don't care. I just want a car that I know is going to get me from A to B to C to D to E, because I had fun traveling around. I drove around in a Kia Sinatra, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, Michelle. You know the name. And loved it. Absolutely loved this car. A bit big for my liking, but I got used to it and I liked it, and I enjoyed the rental car very, very much. But I'm looking at a Kia Picanto or a Kia Royo. So that's the two. There's about $4,000 different. There's a bit of sunshine, but I don't know if you can hear that noise. There's lots of rain. Jump into big diamond painting drill along. September begins. So many big ones. You have bring it for fun way to work on those. Yes, guys, go check out the September events. And just a reminder too, guys, next year I'm not hosting or running events except for possibly the Doctor Who one next year. We will still do probably, but I plan to be taking a year off from events because I'm doing the random year, which is pretty much where all my canvases, unfinished and finished, are all going into a wheel. And come December, I am spinning that baby, and I'm going to start. So unfinished, finished, regardless of which company it is, they're all going up onto there. Anything will be added that comes in as well. Though I'm on a no-buy. Like, seriously, guys, I'm on a serious no-buy right now. The only thing I have to do is get my Doctor Who canvas. We have to get TARDIS Gusty. Ooh, I've always wanted a Tom Baker one. Like, always wanted a Tom Baker one. You're planning on getting a second Kia. So that speaks volumes to me. Like, my dad used to say to me, when you're picking a car, when you're driving around, have a look at what's broken down on the side of the road and don't buy those. That's what my dad used to say to me. Not once driving around did I see a Kia broken down on the side of the road. So Holdens, or Fords, or Toyotas, Hyundais, you name it, but not a Kia. Well, I do lots of big ones, Cheryl. So, yeah. I do want to finish Elder Secret next month, though. That's going to be back on my table. And then in October, obviously, we're doing the You're Still My Baby event, which is for infertility, miscarriage, stillbirth, loss of any kind of a child. We invite you to join us in this group. We're going to be doing that event to bring awareness and hopefully have people on tell stories and stuff. And that's going to be those will be emotional ones, guys. So do be warned that next month. I wanted a Picanto, but then decided it's too small. See, for me, I only carry me and Kenzie and the dog. And like, she's little and Kenzie's pretty much adult size. So because the 10-year warranty, the price was the same as mid-range. Yeah, see, I don't want to spend more than 20 grand if I can help it. That's still a lot of money for me, and that's a lot of money that I have to raise. I haven't been here in business long enough to get myself a loan, and it does not come out of business money, so therefore I have to save it. So that's where I'm at. And You get the Rio. The Rio's bigger. Again, it's about the size of a Swift, the new Swifts. Oh, she'll. But yeah, like I looked at getting another Swift over here, but they're like 30 grand to buy brand new. And I don't want to buy, I'm sick and tired of buying somebody else's problems and buying secondhand cars. So I need to save. And it's as simple as that. I had a Kia Sorrento and loved it, paid it off, then had a sneezing fit going home. And when I opened my eyes, it was a Jeep with a big tire stopped. Oh my goodness, Mary. Oh, that would have freaked me out. Absolutely freaked me out. Like, I enjoy driving around it. I think it was a Sorrento. Maybe. Michelle knows what. I can never remember it. But I loved it. I literally cried giving the keys back to the rental. I didn't want to give it up. It was such a nice car to drive around. So reliable and so comfortable. And it just had everything in it that I needed it to have, and it was great. So Kia's my winning. Been working on my hay during day and the chuck pins in at night. That's the Josephine Wall hay, Cindy? How's that going? I drove back roads, country roads. We looked for, Stacey and the kids and I, we looked for kangaroos. We saw signs saying kangaroos here and koalas here, all the way down to Ocean Road. The only one I saw was a dead one on the side of the road. That was it. Thanks, Michelle. See, Michelle's got my back. It was a Kia Sonato. And it was great. It was great for what we needed it to do. We managed to travel around in it. We had a great time driving, and it got me out and about for the first time. And guys, if you haven't, when you come here, you have to go see Ocean Road. Great Ocean Road. It is amazing. We were on, I'm going to see if I can find a picture. We didn't go down too far because when we got there, it was just starting to rain, and we had Kenzie with us. But I did get a photo of this area here. Stacey, my lovely. Yep, and it's King and Queen had the faces down. Oh, wow. You need to see in pictures, love. I haven't seen it for ages. There are lots of little things, places we could have gone, and I would have liked to have gone, but it was just a little bit. By the time we got down there, we were pretty much buggered. Yeah, I did. I went back to bed, Stace, after falling asleep on the couch. So I photographed this rock here but it was on this over this way. I was up on that railing up there with Kenzie. Hi, Rochelle. Over the Christmas holidays, I see a road trip coming, especially if I have a new car, Rochelle. Got to break it in. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it was great. It was. I would love to. Torquay was beautiful. I'd like to go and spend some more time down there, and probably have to drive down and spend the night, and then come back, sort of like a day or two later. But it was fun. It was fun. Stacey and I had lots of fun, including off-road paddock driving. Google sent us up this, okay. I grew up rurally, so I spent a lot of my life living in the country. I'm used to paddock roads. This was not a country lane. This was a paddock road. And it was a very scary, nerve-wracking time, especially considering it wasn't my car. It was a rental, and I was very, very nervous. Turned out we were going the wrong way. We had to stop and turn around and come back. The same traumatic, clenching my thing. But we got there. We did get there. I hate to leave. I do enjoy your life, but I'm not going. I'm doing. Oh, Sandy, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry you're not feeling great. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Please look after yourself. Busy week for me. My children are back in school. I'm just getting home from Erie Park. I stayed at a hotel at Lake Erie, and amazing. That sounds beautiful. Very, very nice, Rochelle. Oh my God, can I just say that trip had to be the best? It was great. We had lots of fun. You said Stacey wanted to go off-roading. I provided off-roading. Unplanned, yes, but we did it. And we finally got to the 12 Apostles. And it was literally just up the road. So we had fun. And Kenzie did really well on her first big journey. We had probably about an hour of the whole journey where she melted down because there was no internet. But yeah, you were so daring for someone that doesn't like to go. Yes, well, it was. Yeah, the car helped. We had a good car. That makes all the difference in the world, having a reliable car. With Smart 2 just returned from a week in Vegas. Did you win anything in Vegas, Cheryl, or did you go see any nice shows? Because I know Vegas has shows. But yeah, so I'd like to. Yeah, I want to try. Once I get a reliable car, I'll probably, Kenzie and I'll probably go driving out of state a little bit. Catch up with friends up that we've been meaning to catch up with and stuff. And, I wouldn't mind doing a drive up to Brisbane and seeing my niece and my nephews, great nephews. How are you feeling, Stace, after, because you had it's been a long trip for you. And yeah, and I hope the weather's staying safe for you guys. I know there's a hurricane coming through, and I've got a couple of friends who've been messaging me because they're nervous and stuff, and understandably so. Hurricanes can be very stressful. Mal, I would forget you. Like I'd come, okay, but we would go stay somewhere else though, just saying. I love you. You can come and stay with us. Was not that kind of trip. Maybe next one I'll play some games. Was it a working trip, Cheryl? Were you working while you were in Vegas? If you drove to Brisbane, you have to come through Mudgate. Yeah, we'll have to meet up somewhere. So far not due to hit until a little later. Please stay safe, Stace. Please, please, please. Anyone who is in California, including Brother Jeremy, who I know is in California, if you guys are about, we did have a rolling earthquake today. So so you got back to an earthquake. Fun times. I know there's quite a few people who are being affected, and I just want to say, please, please, please stay safe and know that you are in my thoughts and I'm thinking of you. Yeah. And check in, guys. Check in with those of us that care because we want to know you're safe. We might have to put up a stay safe, marked as safe posts in the group so we know who's safe and who we're missing. Yeah. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for the day. I've got to go and size the next round of images. I've been sizing the images and getting them ready. But yeah, so that's all my goss for the thing. So remember, we're going to go live on Wednesday, and then from that time, it will be every Wednesday. When I return home, I shake it up for everyone. Why would I have messaged you? But I had no idea you left off. So Stacey, I know. Did she not tell you she was leaving school? Stacey, I got told off because he thought you were leaving Sunday night, by the way. That's why he didn't say see you later, because he thought you'd be here when you woke up. Please, my first pen. Yeah, good luck, Jay. Honestly, I swear by the TJ pens. They are the ultimate pen for me. I mean, I know there's some really good pen makers out there. I am very loyal. I want it. No one tells me anything. I told you I loved you. Did that count? Does that count as something? Surely that's something. Yeah, well, I got told off because I didn't think. But anyway, guys, we're gonna log out, and I'm gonna go get some stuff done. And I just want to say I love you guys. Thanks for those who checked in with me. Thanks for all of you who've been patient in this time. But we're back. We're better than ever. And boom, baby. Watch this space. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Haere rā, kia kaha. Bless your bums. Have a great week, guys. See you on Wednesday.